Hello everyone, and welcome to Grounded 2 with me, your host Crypto, a Crypto Gamer, and we are on the second part of our beginner's guide, guys. And today we are going to try and get our first Larva Lance Spear by defeating a few larvae. This is very important as this Larva Lance is going to allow us to take on more voracious predators within the Grounded universe, such as things like orb weaver spiders and red ant warriors as well, which is what we want to do today, guys. So we are going to go to the analyzer and we are going to analyze the new parts that we've gotten, and this will automatically, whether it's put up in front of us or not, allow us to actually craft the weapons now that we've studied them. And studying these particular bug parts will also let us create our first trinket, but we will be going into that a wee bit later on. So now that we've done that, the great hunt is on. Now we have to go and kill ourselves some red ant workers and a few soldiers as well, guys. So I personally go back to the starting point of the game because there is enough ants that stream about there that you can take them on one by one without being overcrowded by a whole bunch of them, which is a really important thing to note as well, guys. If ants swarm you, especially in the early game, you will get absolutely crushed. And so now that we've gotten a few more ant body parts, we are now going to take on a few more warrior ants and regular ants, just so we can start getting our mutations built up and our stats built up throughout this little playthrough, guys. If you are enjoying the video, guys, please like, share and subscribe, as it really helps the channel, by the way, and it helps promote my content out there for more people, especially people that are wanting to learn how to play the game from the beginning, or even just get a slight preview of it. So now we have officially researched the mandibles and the ant parts, and now we will be able to build not only the Larva Lancer, but if we want to, the Crimson Saber, which is a very good slashing weapon against spiders. So, first of all, we are going to create the Larva Lance, and now we have our first decent weapon within the game. And I'm making sure that the hotkey is up to the top, as that's where I put my spears. And now we should be good to go, guys. And now we will test it out on a Weevil. Not too bad so far. At this point within our beginning period, you are going to want to follow the main quest line and go back to the Snack Bar Anthill. And there are a few reasons why. You need to get the new optical disc that will help you with creating a few new recipes and items that we'll discuss shortly. And not only that, there are quite a few important things within this cave that we'll get to shortly as well, guys. So you're going to have to hammer your way through this area here. You can hammer both if you want, or you can just hammer one boulder like I did. Now when you come down here, there will be a soldier ant, so be very careful with that. Once you've taken him down, as you can see here, we will have access to a corpse that's in the back of the room here. And if you have the Omni Shovel already, you will be able to unlock the optical disc straight away, along with a special trinket that gives you extra damage towards ants, but also lowers your resistances as well to all other enemies in the game. So this will make you a bit more vulnerable, but it will help you farm ants very, very quickly. So let's equip that for just now, in a moment, guys. And there we have it. And so now we have this little tape and the Omni Shovel upgrade.
I'm dead tired of credit being taken for my work. All these backstabbers in the taming program. It's like they don't even care if we succeed in riding insects. They're hiding the eggs so they can steal my hatchery design. Oh, I know it. Well, I can hide my work too. Nobody would think to look here.
As we can tell, the good doctors obviously died trying to protect her work, probably eaten by ants, unfortunately for her. Now guys, in this cave as well, if you pay attention and keep your eyes peeled, you will find your first milk molar. I personally think these are really good. These are something you want to get as early on as you can in the game, and once you get it, you will be able to modify your character. My personal recommendation is that you modify your health first, like I did here, as this is going to make you more tanky and make it easier for you to at least deal with bugs in the beginning of the game. Then secondly, I would also then do up your stamina as well. So far guys, we are doing very well, and this has only been in the first 3 or 4 in-game days so far. And we will keep farming all these ants so that we can get more and more parts to carry on creating our armor. The armor will take an extensive amount of bug parts, not just ants. It will take things like mites and a few other bits and bobs. And so this will take you a while to get your first armor set in the game. And so now that we have recovered the disc, we are going to go back to the research center, and we are going to go to the ranger station where you will automatically put this in. And now there will be new things in the science shop. And so we have the hatchery for 500 raw science, which is what I'll be picking up first. And there will be a few other new things as well. But we will be going into the ant hatchery in a separate video. And we will skip over this story part. I don't want to spoil anything. And I went back to the science shop and I decided to get the clover roof. And that will be used for a future tips and tricks video that will be coming in the next few days, guys. So now guys, I'm going to give you another major tip. We are going to move on to trinkets. So, because I killed a few larva lancers, I now have the ability to craft myself astonishing acid, which means it will basically create an acid pool every 3 hits on an enemy, which will then corrode the enemy and produce a damage over time effect. This is going to be really handy, as it's going to help us have higher DPS, and it's going to make it easier to damage and then remove ourselves from a situation whilst damage is continuously happening to enemy bugs. We are also going to need to analyze the acorn cap, because this is going to allow us to create the hatchery in the future, along with a few other important things such as acorn armor and so on and so forth. And now the ultimate test for our weapon. We are going to take ourselves on an Orb Weaver Jr. along with a few other enemies and see how our character holds up. We don't have armor on yet, but we'll test and see how this weapon does. And so far so good. It's even firing off the acid, which is great, which will then make us do even more damage. And look at that, we took down that Orb Weaver relatively quickly, guys. Well everybody, if you have enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you like, subscribe and comment below and tell me what you thought. This has been Crypto Gamer. I hope you all have a great day. Peace out.